Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be taking you through my Saint Lucia vlog, my Royalton Resort review, and a few of my excursions. So make sure to hit that subscribe button down below, and don't forget to turn on your post notifications so you don't miss another video. I got the chance to stay at the Hideaway Royalton in Saint Lucia, and we actually landed at the Hiwanora International Airport. And it was about a 5-hour long flight. Saint Lucia is an island in the West Indies, and we actually stayed in Grosse Islet. This was about an hour and a half away from the airport, and actually it's all the way on the other side of the island, so it's a pretty small island and you could get from one side to the other within 2 hours. The hotel transfer that we used was Nexus tours. They were highly recommended by the hotel, super friendly and nice. They were actually waiting for us at the airport with a sign. When we arrived, it was an easy check-in. Everyone was so nice. They greeted us with welcome drinks and a whole buffet slash spread. They had everything prepared. It was a seamless entry and arrival, and the hospitality that you get the moment you walk onto that resort is unbelievable. We stayed at the Hideaway, which is the adult only side, and we got the luxury junior suite ocean view room. Amazing view, amazing room. I really loved how they had a tub in the center of this suite, and this resort was just incredible. It's all inclusive, so all food and drinks are included in the package. One thing that I do want to mention, I know that the Royalton has a Diamond Club. I don't think it's necessary. You basically pay more, and everybody in Diamond Club stays in a separate part of the hotel. It comes with a butler, very bougie, very luxurious, but it's not necessary because the hospitality that you get and the service that you get, you are treated like a VIP no matter what reservation you make. And we didn't have a butler, but whatever we needed, we were attended to. This resort is very new. It has a nice modern layout, very clean, immaculate. I honestly have no complaints whatsoever. The entire layout of the resort, it's a big resort, but it's walkable within maybe 15 minutes. So it's big enough where you have space, but you probably will end up seeing the same faces during your stay. So you kind of get to know people who are at the resort, but it's just amazing. 5-star. They have 3 to 4 main pools, hot tubs that are actually heated. The bars are incredible. When I say the drinks are a 10 out of 10, and you tell them what I'm drinking is a mudslide. It's banana, Bailey's, and a whole bunch of other stuff, but it was just, everything was so good. They attend to your every need. They also have pool contests. Different games. They have a DJ some days. Overall, it's very good vibes. But it is a little bit of an older crowd. I would generally say you're gonna get your late 20s to 30s and 40s, a lot of honeymooners, a lot of older couples, but there were a few younger couples. On the beach, the hotel does have a little excursion hut where you can go and sign up for activities. They also have locals that come and have their jet skis on the water. They were super nice. They actually let me ride their jet skis for an extra 20 to 30 minutes just for getting them some drinks at the bar. So you can definitely make friends with the locals. Everybody is super friendly and welcoming, and I'm sure you can finesse, but jet skis are super fun. Other than that, I believe they were about $15 for about 30 to 35 minutes. It's a pretty good deal. Everyone was super friendly. This is the type of resort, if you want to relax, you can relax. If you want to get lit, you can get lit. If you want to make new friends and mingle, you absolutely can. Even the older people definitely were making conversation with us, so it just felt like a really friendly, calm, peaceful environment. So I would definitely give it a 10 out of 10, 5 stars for everything. Now, the beach itself does have a seaweed problem. It wasn't swimmable. So the beach has a seaweed and a rock barrier. So you can probably only get about knee deep before you are in a whole bunch of seaweed. So that's just something to keep in mind. But there are close beaches within 10 to 15 minutes driving, so it's not really an issue. This is probably one of the things that I was most excited about. I was so surprised with the quality of the gym at the Royalton Resort. The equipment that they had, they have squat racks, they have a decent range of dumbbell weights, they have kettlebells, they have yoga balls and different agility and speed equipment. They just have everything for everyone, and I wasn't expecting this diversity in their gym facilities, so I was very, very pleased. They also have boxing classes, yoga, sunrise classes, other fitness classes that you can do. We did do a boxing class that lasted about 25 to 30 minutes. Most of them are HIIT oriented. You know, sometimes when you're on vacation and you're having all those drinks and you're eating all that all-inclusive food, you just need a really, really good gym to get that workout in and get back to your fun. Now the food. The buffet was quality. The food was always good. For breakfast, lunch, and dinner, this was probably our favorite spot to go to because they had a variety of everything. And even the island food, the Caribbean food that they had in the buffet was authentic. It didn't taste fake. It didn't taste like quickly cooked or out of a box. It was great. They also had several specialty restaurants with different cuisines. I didn't get to record all of them, but they were all amazing and they were all included. The only thing to keep in mind is that if you want to get any specialty wines or wine bottles, be aware that those are not included. We actually ordered a wine bottle by accident and they were about to charge us almost $300. They always had freshly pressed juices in the morning, fresh vegetables, different types of bread, different types of pastries, different types of cuisine, and it was open till pretty late, so that's another plus. A lot of resorts close off their food selections in their restaurants pretty early, and this one was open till a reasonable time, so you were never really hungry. With some of the restaurants, you do have to make reservations, but again, like I said, it's a big resort, but a small population, so we never actually had to make a reservation. It was more just walk in and you're automatically seated. If you're enjoying this video so far, please make sure to go hit that like button. It really does support my channel and it helps me help you. This was one of my favorite restaurants. It was on the beachfront. If you got a chance, definitely check it out. And we got a table right by the water, right when the sunset was going down. The sea breeze was hitting, the food was hitting, the drinks were hitting, and it was just a great night. The nightlife entertainment at the hotel was fun. Like I said earlier, it is a little bit of an older crowd, so if you're younger, don't expect everybody to be getting super crazy and super lit. It's kind of more of a calm entertainment. They had bands, they had shows. They did have a white party one night that I really enjoyed because usually they play 80s, 90s throwbacks. This night they had soca, they had funky, they had Caribbean tunes. I just had to get up and dance, but it was a great time. We actually got our bang for our buck. I found this excursion called Wet n Wild Experience in Saint Lucia with island roots, and it was an all-day, all-inclusive experience that literally took us to so many different places in one day, which is great if you have a short stay in Saint Lucia and you want to make the most out of your trip. I highly, highly recommend this excursion. And everything is included. A meal is included, transport, pickup from your hotel, and then coming back to your hotel is included. Literally all you need to do is book, they pick you up, and the whole day is set, and then they bring you back. So the first thing that we did, they picked us up from the hotel, and then we sailed on a catamaran to sulphur. It was another part of the islands in Saint Lucia. It was about a 20-minute boat ride, but it was beautiful because we got to see an amazing view of the PITONS. After the catamaran boat ride, we actually went to our island buggies. So this is how we were going to be getting around for the day, which is really cool. Just keep in mind, they only have stick. So if you don't know how to drive stick, you have to call in advance to order an automatic, and you have to have a driver's license. We had our little orientation, and this is just how we drove around all day. They took us all throughout the island, up the mountains. It was actually really cool, so much fun. You got to see the island up and close. You actually felt immersed into the experience, and this actually took us all the way up the mountain to a local, authentic Caribbean St. Lucian restaurant with an unbelievable view. So we had a front seat view to the PITONS and an overlooking view of the island. The food was amazing. So after lunch, we had a mini introduction into how chocolate is made on the islands, and our tour guide actually showed us a cacao bean or a cocoa bean from the tree, and he went through the whole process of how it's harvested and everything like that on the island. And then they brought us to this beautiful black sand beach. I wouldn't say that we were rushed at all during the day. We had a good amount of time to take pictures, to relax, to really experience each stop. After the black sand beach, we made our way to the volcanic sulphur springs, where we took our mud baths and we cleansed. I didn't get to take any footage of this just because it was a mud bath, so it was really messy, but we got to cover each other's bodies and then rinse off in the water. And then after that, we took another little trip to a local waterfall, so where we got to rinse off and clean our bodies and just relax for a little bit, grab some local food and snacks while everybody was taking their pictures. Our last stop on the island. After this, we got back into the buggies. It was actually really nice on my way. Mangoes are one of the local fruits that are found on the island of Saint Lucia, so we stopped and my driver actually was trying to get some mangoes out of the tree for me, which was really cool. After we headed back to the catamaran, they actually took us to a local beachfront where we could snorkel by the reefs. This excursion was super packed with a lot of activities, so just be prepared. It's going to be a long day, but an eventful one. So you can freely go swimming, you can go with life jackets, you can go snorkel, or you can just hang out on the boat at this point and do whatever you want to do. But the water felt amazing. It was super clear, which was a little scary. I didn't want to look down. By this time, everybody is super tired, but we ended the day with the sunset cruise. So this is when they started to bring out the drinks, the rum punch, the snacks, and everybody just started to really get to know each other and vibe. We got to know this super nice couple and we were just making friends. We were talking and just reflecting on the beautiful day that we just had. This sunset cruise, I would say, goes up until 7 p.m. The music starts going, people start getting lit, there is dancing. Another activity that we got to do was visit a local beach, since the beach at our resort wasn't swimmable. So we did ask the hotel if there were any nice beaches nearby. This one was about 10 to 15 minutes. It was really beautiful. You do have to pay for a beach chair and an umbrella, but if you make friends and you talk to the locals, you could probably finesse it for about $10 for the day, which isn't bad. But just remember, on these islands, everybody's always working and trying to make money, and the tourism is a really big part of the economy, so always support, tip. And this was a really beautiful beach. The water was crystal clear, no rocks, no dirt, no seaweed in sight, and they actually had a bar on a boat nearby, so you can get your smoothies, your pina coladas, your margaritas, your rum punch, whatever you want. It's a really nice beach to take pictures, just take a stroll and relax. And they actually do have a restaurant or two on the beach, so you can grab some food. Lastly, another excursion that we did was a Snuba tour. So this one was about 10 minutes away from our hotel. It was a 2-hour-long excursion, and it's slightly different from scuba diving because you're not completely submerged into the water with a tank 30, 40, 50 feet down. You are connected to a raft that floats on the top that holds the oxygen tanks on the top of the surface of the water, and you simply have a really long cord that is connected to the tanks that has your Snuba mouthpiece, and that's how you breathe. So essentially, you're only down about 20 feet into the water, but it's a really nice beginner experience if you've never even done scuba diving or done scuba diving, just to get adjusted to it and acquainted to it. I'm gonna say it was really hard for me just to get the breathing right. I've been a lifeguard, I've been a swimmer all my life, and it was pretty difficult just to get the hang of it the first time, but it was a really, really cool experience. And we went super far out. I didn't even realize, once we came back up from the water, I realized that we had swam so far out. Overall, it was a really cool experience, super dope, amazing trip. Highly recommend if you ever get a chance to go to Saint Lucia. Thank you so much for watching. If you guys have any questions about the Royalton Resort, any of my excursions, anything at all, definitely let me know down in the comments below. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And most importantly, don't forget to turn on your post notifications so you don't miss another video.